Hey, you're not doing anything right now, right? Get in your car right now.
Cindy, it is so early in the morning. I was still sleeping. What are you talking about?
I mean that I need you to go to the airport right away. I mean it.
What do you mean? What is this all about?
Jake just left for the airport for a business trip abroad, but he left his passport here at home.
Jake is going on a business trip?
That's right. So just hurry up and get to the airport. You're free today, so it's not like you're doing anything anyways.
Aw, come on, sis. You can't just hijack someone's day off like this.
But I don't have a car right now. You're the only one who I can ask.
Yeah, fine. But you owe me one, you know?
I'll treat you to lunch. Just please hurry and get here fast.
I'm on it. I'm heading out the door now.
Jake, you forgot something at home. Phil and I rushed to the airport to give it to you. Where are you right now? I seriously need you to respond right now. Please, I'm trying to call you on the phone. Why aren't you picking up? Oh no. It's already your departure time, isn't it? Darn. Is everything okay? Could you get on the plane? Are you coming home? Hello? Why aren't you responding to me? My name is Cindy and I'm a 35-year-old housewife. My husband Jake is 10 years older than me and we've been married for 5 years now. I was worried that I was too late to get in contact with him and that he wasn't able to board his plane. I was in such a panic that even I went to the airport and talked to the people at the check-in desk. And yet, when I asked about the flight status or getting a new passport, they told me that they had no passengers with my husband's name on the flight. I was so confused. How did my husband manage to get on a plane to Italy without his passport? As I took my younger brother for lunch, I pondered what could have happened. Then, 8 hours later, I got a message from my husband.
Hey there, baby. I made it to Italy. I'm just about to go in for a meeting, but what did I forget at home?
Jake, you forgot your passport.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, what do you mean? How did you board the plane without your passport?
Oh, right. Well, I realized I didn't have it, and so I got an emergency one at the counter.
Is that really what happened?
Yeah, of course it is.
So they just gave you an emergency passport right then and there?
Yeah, that's what they did. Though I did feel really stupid for forgetting it.
And so now you're really in Italy?
Yeah, of course. I'm here to get some work done.
Is that so?
Do you think I'm lying right now or something?
What time is it in Italy right now?
Oh, well, I just haven't set my watch yet, so I don't really know what time it is.
Oh, really? Is that so? You don't know what time your meeting is?
Oh, come on. What is this all about? What is with the interrogation? I just got off an 8-hour flight. I still have to adjust to a bunch of things.
And when are you coming back home again?
I'm only gonna be here for a week.
All right then. I'll be sure to pick you up from the airport when you come back home.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Besides, you don't even have a car.
Oh, don't worry. I'll ask Phil. He should be free on that day.
But he's probably got a bunch of other stuff he needs to do, right? I'll just take a taxi or Uber home or something.
Jake, you're acting really suspicious right now.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about? Look, I promised to buy you some nice souvenirs, okay?
Ugh, whatever.
Just take care of the house and I'll be home soon, okay?
Sure, whatever you say, Jake. Whatever you say. Something is not right, Phil.
You still haven't heard from him?
No, I did, but his story doesn't add up at all.
Oh yeah, so what happened with him?
He told me that he got a new temporary passport at the airport.
Is that even possible?
No, of course it isn't. Something is definitely not right. He is lying to me about what he's been doing.
Oh, you worry too much, Cindy. You really ought to trust your own husband a little more, don't you think?
No, I don't think so. In fact, I want you to look into this for me.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're a cop, aren't you?
Sure I am. Well, a traffic cop. I don't really deal with stuff like this.
But this is really important too.
I'm sorry, Cindy, but this isn't really what I deal with. I think you should probably just follow your intuition and see what comes up.
But I don't even know where to start. What does one even do in a situation like this?
Well, I still just don't think that I'm the best person to ask for this kind of thing.
Come on, I took you to lunch, didn't I? Don't you owe me for that?
I thought that was for driving you all the way to the airport.
Well, I'll take you somewhere really nice if you help me out.
Well, okay then. You've got yourself a deal. Have you tried going through his laptop? Maybe looking for a flight receipt or something like that?
What? This is your job now, can't you do it?
You want me to hack into his computer remotely or something?
All right, fine, I'll go and check.
So, what did you find?
Well, his Gmail account is open. Otherwise, it's just a work laptop, so I don't know how much is actually going to be on here. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Well, I don't know about that.
So, what do you think I should do next?
Well, you said that he left his email open, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So that means he's logged into his account right now, right?
I guess so. What does that mean for me, though?
Okay, so open the Google Maps in a different tab.
Okay, that's done. What should I do now?
Do you see the 3 little lines on the top of the screen?
3 little lines. Yeah, I see them now.
Okay, in that menu, do you see an option called Timeline or something like that?
Yeah, I see it. There's an option here called Timeline.
Okay, so go ahead and open that up.
What is this? I don't understand what this means.
It should basically be a record of his GPS locations as tracked by his phone. So, is he in Italy right now?
I don't see anything that says Italy on this list.
Well, then something isn't right for sure.
In fact, it says he's in Boston.
Boston? Well, that is really odd then.
He was telling me that he was so tired after his 8-hour flight to Italy, but he was just totally lying about that, wasn't he?
It sure seems that way. Oh, I'm sorry you had to find out this way, though.
And I can even see some of the stores that he's been going to while he's there. The last thing he did was check into a hotel. He must be staying there.
That seems like a good guess to me.
I'm gonna head over there right now.
A flight this last minute would be really expensive now.
Phil, get in the car right now.
What? Are you crazy? I'm not about to drive you all the way to Boston. I have work tomorrow.
Oh, come on. Be a good little brother for once.
Okay, so what's the plan? You go there and then what? What happens next?
I'm going to follow him and catch him in the act of whatever he's doing.
So you want me to chauffeur you around Boston tailing your husband? What about my job?
Take the day off.
I want a lobster dinner.
Huh?
If I do this, you're gonna take me out for lobster while we're there. And clam chowder. Those are my conditions.
Fine, whatever. Now help me figure out why he would be lying about a business trip. It's definitely for a woman, isn't it? I don't know why I'm asking a single guy like you about this.
Okay, first of all, rude. Second of all, yes, usually if you're going somewhere by yourself, you're probably meeting someone there.
Well, I guess we'll just have to go and see what kind of woman he's seeing then. We'll see whether she's prettier or uglier than me. Either way, I'm gonna make sure that Jake pays for this.
Well, if you're not gonna forgive him either way, it really doesn't matter what she looks like, right?
I don't want to hear it from you. Oh, I'm so mad right now. We are gonna leave tomorrow, got it?
Well, okay, see you then, I guess.
Don't worry, you'll get your nice lobster dinner by the end of this.
Well, then I guess that makes it all worth it, doesn't it?
So what time is it there now, huh?
Oh, I think it's around 5 in the evening right now.
So you finally set your watch then, huh?
What do you mean?
And just where are you right now then, huh?
I'm just outside going for a walk and taking in the sights. I might drop by somewhere for dinner soon, though.
Well, I still have some questions. Like, how are you able to text right now?
Oh, what do you mean? I'm holding my phone in my hand and texting you. Oh, what kind of a question is that?
Well, you aren't connected to Wi-Fi, are you?
What do you mean?
I mean that you're overseas, but you forgot your international pocket Wi-Fi here at home, too. You left it on your desk?
Ah, yes, I did forget that too, didn't I?
So then if you don't have Wi-Fi, how are you texting me right now? There's no way that you're texting me with an Italian signal.
Oh, well, I'm just connected to my hotel's Wi-Fi right now.
But you told me that you were walking around outside, didn't you?
Sorry, no, I was just thinking about walking around and taking in the sights.
And what is the name of the hotel that you're staying at right now?
I don't know, my company didn't really give us a primer on Italian, so I don't know the name.
Oh, please. Do you really think that you're gonna trick me with a lame lie like that?
A lie? Oh, what do you mean? I am not lying.
I know that you're in Boston right now, Jake.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I also saw that 15 minutes ago you got into a taxi. So where are you going right now, huh?
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about, Cindy.
How about you turn around and look at the car right behind you?
Wait, what? Is that you waving at me? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I thought you said you were in Italy.
How did you find me?
I tracked you through your timeline feature.
Oh, I don't believe this. How could you?
And just who is that woman sitting next to you, huh?
Oh, her? She's just a coworker of mine from the Italy branch. We're going on the business trip together.
And why were you and her holding hands earlier, huh?
Oh, just the ancient Italian art of hand-holding, I guess.
And the kiss I saw you two share in the taxi? Is that more traditional Italian culture too?
Yes?
I was following you two all the way from the hotel, you know?
How could you do that to your own husband?
What do you mean?
I mean, how can you be spoiling this trip for me? I came all the way here to cheat on you. I even lied about going to Italy, and now you're ruining it.
So you really just spit it all out like that then?
You don't understand. I love her as much as I love you, Cindy, and that is the honest truth.
Everyone knows that love is a finite resource and that the love you give to one person means you love everyone else less. Did you not know that?
I think that's a really bleak outlook to have, Cindy.
I don't want to hear about your definition of love right now.
I just mean that I have enough love for everyone.
Well, I'm not in the mood for sharing, got it?
But think about it, you don't really like going out at night, right?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying that this way I can have one woman to fill my physical needs and another to fulfill my spiritual ones. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Are you stupid? You want to talk about spiritual needs to your wife, who you backstabbed and lied to?
I understand you're hurt and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this up to you. But maybe we could come up with a system like that. Maybe just now in the 21st century we could invent it. We'll call it multi-loverism? No, that name is no good.
Polygamy.
No, that doesn't sound good. But what if you just find a second boyfriend too? Then we're even.
You want to have an open marriage.
Yeah, that's it. So what do you say?
I can't believe you right now. Are you kidding me? You mean open relationships are premised off of mutual communication and openness, not sneaking around behind each other's backs.
Wow, you're right. If only I was more open with you, then maybe this whole thing would have worked. If only I had worked on my communication skills to start a dialogue about this with you.
Yeah, if only. By the way, you've also been fired from your company.
What do you mean? I know that you're upset and that your dad is the CEO, but I don't really think that this has anything to do with work.
Perhaps, but I know that the managing director of the company is a drinking buddy of yours.
What are you talking about?
I mean that my mom owns a bar and goes there to work on the weekend. She sees your director coming in often. She teases him for being bald all the time.
Okay, so your mom is just rude to one of her customers?
I think she's probably rude to all of them knowing her, but that's not the point. Well, the thing is that no one at your office knows that he's bald. He wouldn't like it if everyone found out about that.
But the managing director is in charge of hiring and firing everyone in the office.
That's right. And when he finds out about how you lied about your business trip just to go see some woman in Boston, you won't last long.
Wait, so you're just gonna blackmail this person to get me fired?
You know, he got divorced about 2 years ago, and ever since then has been obsessed with my mom. He's always going there to flirt with her.
Okay, I understand that what I did was wrong, but your mom is out flirting with men for a living? And you're gonna use that to fire me?
That's right. It's my master plan. You need to learn a lesson about what happens when you disrespect your wife. In fact, do you know why your managing director's wife left him? Because he didn't respect his wife.
So you're literally just using this poor guy.
Well, we're friends. He actually took my whole family, including my dad, out for a really nice dinner.
Wait, did he really do that? So your dad is just fine with this guy hitting on his wife?
That's right. My parents are in an actual open marriage, which they decided the boundaries on together. They're both very open and trusting of each other. Anyway, what do you say? Should I give him a call?
Wait, no, please, what do you want? Is it money?
Oh, please, I don't need your money. I just want to completely ruin your life. I don't care what you want.
Oh, please, you can't do this.
Well then, how should I punish you?
I don't know, but I'm supposed to be promoted to section chief this year. I'm in for a big raise. I promise to make you happy, Cindy.
Don't you mean that you'll just have more money for all your affairs?
I'm sorry. I'll end things with this woman and seek therapy. I'll make this right, I promise.
Anyways, just where are you going? This ride is taking forever. It must be getting pretty pricey.
Well, the truth is that I'm just scared to confront you right now if we stop.
Well, you better get ready for it. Either way, we're getting divorced.
Please, you can't do this.
And I want you to tell me how to contact this woman. I saw her outside the hotel. She's very pretty. I won't let her get away with this either.
Why did I tell you that I was going all the way to Italy? That was so stupid of me.
That's right. You got a little cocky, I guess.
I really didn't think you would find out about it. I never would have guessed that you would have managed to find out where I was all by tracking my phone.
Well, you're forgetting that I have a cop for a brother and that he knows about these kinds of things. He told me all about how to find you. Now get out of the taxi and give us $1,000 immediately.
You want $1,000? For what? Why should I have to pay you right now? Can't we settle this not on the streets or somewhere more private?
Because I need to take Phil out for a nice lobster dinner.
For $1,000?
Yeah, well, we'll probably want a bottle or two of champagne as well to celebrate the upcoming divorce. After the cab stopped and we all got out, I introduced myself to the other woman as Jake's wife. She looked sick and immediately ran off. There were a lot of bystanders around, but all they did was cheer when I punched Jake in his face. My hand was so sore after. Even though Phil is a cop, Boston isn't his jurisdiction, so he let it slide and then the two of us went out for the lobster dinner. The divorce went pretty smoothly and my lawyer managed to squeeze Jake pretty hard for alimony. It also came out that Jake was using his company's money to take these trips, and so it became an embezzlement scandal as well. When his directing manager told me all of this, we all laughed. And so, in the end, everything ended for the best. Thank Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Mommy! I can't find Daddy anywhere. Where did he go?
What do you mean you can't find him? Aren't you two out hiking right now? Where is he?
I don't know. Where did Daddy go? I can't see him anywhere.
Libby, sweetie, where are you right now? Can you tell me where you are?
I don't know. I'm somewhere in the mountains right now. I don't know where I am.
You're kidding me. Just wait right where you are, okay? I'm gonna try calling Dad on the phone.
Okay, I'll wait here. Please hurry.
Your dad isn't picking up the phone.
Mommy, I'm really hungry. What should I do?
I made you some lunch to take on your hike, didn't I?
Yeah, but Dad had it and I don't know where he is.
Okay, just stay calm, Libby. Do you understand me? Sit somewhere up there and wait for me to come.
You're gonna come and get me? I don't know where I am.
It will take a little bit of time for me to get up there, so just find a place to sit and wait for me to pick you up, okay?
Okay, I'll wait right here for you. I found a place to sit.
Everything is gonna be okay, alright? Just wait there a little bit for me. I'm gonna go right there and get you.
Okay, but I'm really scared. I'm all alone out here.
I know it seems scary, but there are probably a lot of cool bugs and pretty trees there too, right?
Yeah, I saw some really cool bugs earlier.
Okay, good. They can keep you company while you wait for me. Make sure your phone stays charged, okay? No games or pictures.
Okay, Mommy. The battery's starting to run low, though.
Well, then stop messaging. Put the phone down and just wait for me to call you when I get close. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good job. You're being very, very brave right now. I promise that I'm gonna come as fast as I can, alright?
Okay, I'm trying really hard. I guess I can hold on a little longer.
That's my girl. Just hold on for a bit, alright?
Okay, Mommy. I'll just wait for you here in the forest.
Is there anything you can see where you're sitting?
Just lots and lots of trees right now.
I see. So there isn't any road nearby or anything like that?
I don't see any road. Just trees and leaves and stuff.
So, did you and Dad walk a lot in the forest? Did you go very far in?
No, we didn't really walk around that much, actually.
Okay, thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna be right there, okay? Just wait a little bit longer for me.
Okay, but please hurry. I'm really, really scared right now.
I know, but you're doing so good. Just hang in there, okay? My husband took my daughter out for a hike at 9 in the morning. It takes about an hour to drive to our usual hiking spot. I thought that my husband was acting a little suspicious that morning. He seemed more jumpy than usual. He said that he just wanted to go out with his little girl. I should have known that something was up. My name is Mary and I'm 37 years old. I've been married for 8 years now. Like any married couple, we have our worries and have had our fights, but I thought that we were doing rather well, all things considered. I could have never imagined that my husband would have done something so reckless, and to our own daughter no less. I called the police as soon as I finished talking to Libby. They also went out to the mountain and helped me look for my daughter. We were finally able to find her safe and sound. But my husband was nowhere to be found. It's been a year since all of that happened, and my husband is still missing. It's been a whole year since my son has gone missing. I still can't believe it. I know what you mean. I wonder where he could have gone. He hasn't reached out to you at all since he went missing, has he? No, I haven't heard a single word from him. You two just got married and my husband goes missing. I think something is up. The whole thing is suspicious. What do you mean? We've been married for 8 whole years. Besides, are you forgetting that I lost my husband too? I'm so worried and confused and don't know what to think. No, this is all your fault. You need to take responsibility and divorce him right now. What do you mean this is all my fault? I don't understand.
He probably ran away because he hates you. You drove my son away and now no one knows where he is.
He is still missing. We don't know any of the facts. You can't just decide that you know what happened without any evidence.
I don't need evidence. I'm his mother. I know what he's thinking. He must have just gotten sick of living with you and decided to run off.
I really don't think that is what happened. Besides, why would he abandon our daughter in the mountains before disappearing? If he did that on purpose, then I'll never forgive him for it.
No, this is all your fault. You caused all of this and you're trying to blame him for what you made him do. You need to take responsibility for your actions.
But ever since then, Libby has been too scared to even go to the bathroom by herself. Don't you see the damage that John's actions caused his own daughter?
There you go, trying to put the blame for all your problems on my poor son again. Just sign the divorce papers and get it over with.
I can't divorce him while he's missing. What is with you? Like, what is even the point? You sound unhinged, Pam.
Well, I know it is what he would have wanted. I have his half of the signed divorce papers here at my house right now.
I know, and that is another piece of the story that I just don't understand. Why do you have those papers ready to go?
Don't grumble at me just because you picked the wrong man. It is obvious that he wanted to divorce you, and that's why he signed them.
But why would he tell you all of this and not me?
That's because he was afraid of you. He would have never had the guts to go to you with them. You would have just shot him down.
But we're husband and wife. We've always talked about things.
It has been a whole year since he's gone missing. You need to open your eyes and realize that he is never going to come back to you. There is no point in waiting for him.
If he really stopped loving me, then I can accept that. But what I want to ask him is just what was going through his mind on that day. Why did he take Libby up into the mountains and just leave her there? He didn't have to leave us like that.
If you have the time to think about so many useless questions, you should have time to sign the divorce papers. Besides, you shouldn't even be living in that house. It's under John's name.
Well, if that is what he wants, then he can come home and throw us out himself. I can wait. I have been a year already.
Quit fooling around. There's no way you can live like this forever. You need to accept what happened and just leave it at that.
I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to wait until John comes home and I get the answers that I want.
I do not want to be connected to you in any way any longer.
Does our legal status as mother and daughter-in-law bother you that much? What are you so upset about?
Of course it bothers me. It bothers me a lot.
Until I find out what happened to my husband, I am not going to be doing anything. Do you understand me? This is my decision and you won't be changing it.
I have had enough of your nonsense. Fine, just do whatever you want then, see if I care.
Well, thank you. I suppose I will keep on doing that then. I finally found him. I found John and the SWAT team is on their way.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
Exactly that. I found John. I know where he is.
What do you mean? Where is he? Are you sure?
What kind of reaction is that? Shouldn't you be happy? We finally found your precious son.
Oh, well, yes. Of course I'm happy that you found him. I'm just curious how you did it after all this time has already passed.
Don't sweat the details right now. The important thing is that the SWAT team is on their way to get him.
What do you mean by that? What do the SWAT have to do with this?
Well, not really the SWAT, but my brother has found him and is going to get him.
Wait, I didn't know that you had a brother.
I know, you never really showed any interest in my life at all. You didn't even bother meeting him at our wedding either.
Oh, right. Well, you know how weddings are, so many people.
Whatever, Pam. At any rate, he's a cop and he found the new place where John has been living. It seems he's been using fake names and bouncing around, but my brother finally narrowed down the one spot where he could be.
Oh, so then he found John there after all.
What do you mean by that? You know where he was this whole time?
No, of course not. I don't know anything. Where did you find him? I want to go and see him. Are you sure that you don't know where he is at all? I already said that I didn't. Just what are you getting at? He's at a condo that you own. The one that I know for a fact you've been to since he disappeared. Don't pretend like you didn't know he was there. But when did you find all of this out? I don't get it. We found out where John was about 2 weeks ago. Okay, well, so what? That doesn't mean anything. What are you talking about? I mean that John only contacted me about 2 weeks ago. He was asking me for a place to live, and so I invited him to go and move into my condo. Oh, really? Because we talked to some of the neighbors, and they told us that starting a year ago, they noticed a new person move in who fit John's description exactly. That is kind of weird, isn't it? You mean you went and bothered the neighbors about all of this? What is the matter with you? They don't have anything to do with this. Oh, no, they were all very friendly, especially one of them. He was especially chatty and wanted to tell us all about his new neighbor. He even told us that John has a wife, apparently. Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh, please, I don't get why you're still playing dumb about this. I always thought that I was his wife, but I guess I must have missed the memo. The old man doesn't know what he's talking about. He's probably half blind and just feeding you senile lies for attention. I don't think so. He said that he saw the married couple go in and out plenty of times and talk to them a bunch. No, that isn't right. He doesn't know what he's talking about at all. He wasn't supposed to tell anyone anything. Did you really think that the whole building was in on your secret or something? He has no idea about what's actually going on here. But I just thought that if John disappeared, that you'd give up after a while and sign the divorce papers. That's all I wanted from you. Well, I am so sorry to disappoint you. You asked me to divorce him, but I told you that wasn't going to happen. But why? I don't understand. Why wouldn't you just sign the papers? Because of just so many reasons. The better question is why you would think I would sign them. God forbid something had actually happened to him. Divorcing him would just be a one-way ticket to not collecting the life insurance and being able to take care of Libby. Speaking of which, you do remember that he abandoned her in the mountains all by herself, don't you? Because I certainly do. Exactly. So he did. So why would you want to stay married to a man like that? You should have signed those papers. I already told you that I wouldn't be doing anything until I got the chance to speak to him myself. Just who do you think you are? You can't do this. Oh, I can, and I am. I am not going to give up until he pays for what he did to our daughter. Okay, fine. Is that all you want? You just want him to apologize to you. If he does that, will you finally just let all of this go? I'll decide when I'm done with him. You don't understand. This new woman that he's seeing is the daughter of my company's president. She's just the cutest thing, and she's really, really kind. Basically, she's the exact opposite of you. Your company's president? You mean Jane Kirksey? Oh, wow. You know, I actually know her. She goes to my gym and is all over one of the bodybuilders there. What are you talking about? There is no way that a girl like that would be into some meathead. You didn't know that? Yeah, I think this guy is actually a pretty famous powerlifter. She's even started sponsoring him for his competitions and pouring all of her money into supporting him. I don't believe it. That can't be right. And just because her dad owns your company, that doesn't mean that she's made out of money. In fact, last I heard around the gym, she's basically penniless herself. She used up all her money helping her buff boyfriend at his competitions. And just what proof do you have of any of this, huh? Well, I actually hired a private investigator who helped me to uncover all of this. Are you kidding me? You want to try and stick it to John that badly? Yeah, pretty much. I'm hoping to see the day when the cops do throw him in jail. That is what I've been working so hard for the past year. You want the police to arrest my son? What is the matter with you? Libby was safe in the end, wasn't she? I don't get what the big deal is. He completely abandoned his duty to protect his own daughter. She's traumatized. And what does that have to do with anything? You do realize that endangering a child like that when they're your responsibility is a crime, don't you? But you found her right away. What is the big deal? You don't have to do this. That is for me to decide, not you. What if some animal attacked her? Or what if she fell and broke her leg and was all alone? It's a parent's job to protect their child, and he did the exact opposite of that. You can't be serious. I even found out that John found a new job but has been working under a fake name. I'm sure that he wouldn't want the police to find out about that. He knows that what he did was wrong, and he doesn't want to get caught. Look, I don't know what John is thinking, but you have to stop this right now. It's far too late for that. I've already called his new company and told them that they're hiring a criminal under a fake name. How could you do that to him? What were you thinking? I was thinking that he needs to pay for what he did. I have been working so hard to raise Libby on my own. I've taken out loans, started a second job, and have been working myself to the bone to help pay for her therapy. It is his duty to be supporting his daughter and his wife. Well, none of this would have happened if you had just been a better wife to my son. This is all your fault. Can't you see that? Oh, please, you're not honestly going to try and pin this on me, are you? Just shut up already. I'm right and you know it. I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree on that one. I'm going to do what I have to do and take from him what I deserve. What are you talking about? What are you going to take from him? I'm going to sue him for everything he's got. You can't be serious about that. And don't think that I'm just going to overlook his affair either. But he was missing for a whole year. It doesn't matter. John and I are still married, and that means that he's engaging in an affair. Of course you know that, or you wouldn't have been suspiciously nagging about divorce papers this whole time. This is why he left you, because you always take things too far. I really don't care why he left me at this point. But you can't do this. My president doesn't know that John is already married. You'll ruin everything if she finds out. Oh, well, I'd hate to ruin the scam you have going, but I have no other choice but to stop it. Please, just shut up. Don't say anything. They're so happy together now. Why would you want to ruin that? I've already told you why I'm doing what I'm doing. Besides, I've already contacted her parents. How could you? You've done nothing but make us miserable ever since you entered our lives. Do you have any idea the pain that you've caused Libby and I for the past year? You have put us through a living hell. I have worked so hard to be able to put on a brave face and pretend like everything is okay in front of her. But I've had it. I can't stand you. I hate you. I wish my son had never married you. Sometimes I wish the same thing. But since I did have the misfortune to marry him, I'm going to make sure he pays for what he did and gives his daughter the financial support she deserves. I won't let you get away with this. I swear that I'm going to get you back for this. You'll see. Mark my words. After that, the police arrived at Pam's condo and arrested John for his various crimes. Realizing the man who she married wasn't who he said he was, his new wife left him there on the spot. Instead, she ran off to go and be with her bodybuilder boyfriend. Her parents were already furious with the situation, and they took it out on Pam for knowingly getting their daughter mixed up with a criminal who was already married. Pam was fired immediately. Pam, who'd been hoping to live comfortably off her new daughter-in-law's family, had taken out several loans that she now found herself completely unable to pay off. She had to start working several jobs after that to even make the payments on all her interest. I only ever saw John one time after that. I didn't care that he'd left me, but I wanted him to write a confession about leaving our poor Libby alone in the mountains and apologize for it. I showed the letter to our daughter, and I think it helped her a lot. I was grateful to see the change in her behavior. She finally started to regain some of her former independence. I finalized the divorce with John, and then used the money from the alimony and the lawsuit to try and improve Libby's life. Little by little, she's getting back to her old self.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.